Welcome back everyone to another Durst product overview. Today we're here with Frank from Durst. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, today we're looking at our full mining range of HYPASTART. Now, what we can see here is we can see our X2500 model, so it's the X2500 MS Cat. Now, as you can see, we do have the cat receptacle on board, big switch, simple information status there. Behind the unit, we've got our X4500 unit, and again, more power. Basically, it's the same sort of configuration on top. We'll get through that in a little bit of detail in shortly. Over here, we've got quite a special product here. This is actually a 24 volt only, but it's a hybrid unit. Okay, we'll get into this particular unit. It's 24 volts. It's very different from a typical unit. It does have capacitors inside, but it also has lithium batteries.
Oh, so you have your battery system in there as well.
This particular one can be used as a power supply. That's the whole idea.
And why would you need that, having a battery with it in it?
Well, the problem is if your vehicle breaks down due to an alternator fault, which typically happens, and for example, if you're stuck in a tunnel, you can use the jump starter to actually start the engine. That's right, but you can't run the lights, you can't run the air, you can't run the accessories you need to get the unit back out.
Of course, the alternator fault.
That's right. So this way, what can happen here is quite simply, you do have a start function. So when we're moving on to energize, we can actually see the status there. One great thing with this thing, you can also energize from the internal batteries.
That's incredible. So that's itself.
Exactly. So if we hit battery energize here, we can actually pull in power from the batteries into the capacitors inside here, which do all the starting power. The batteries do not do any starting whatsoever. They are power supply only.
And that's the first one, I understand. This has not been done before.
Not in this scenario. No, this is a very unique product. So once you energize through here, you can actually then energize directly from the batteries if needed. But typically you've got it all ready to go. Moving to the start position, basically we'll activate the capacitors and it'll give you up to 40 litres of starting power. So that'll get most things up and running really quickly. You can see the voltage output there on the voltmeter display.
I love the fact you've now incorporated this, not only aesthetically beautiful styling with the switches protected, big German, this is high quality equipment, but you've also got the labelling on here, so you don't get confused. You've got a few of them in the workshop. It's just quite simplistically,
it's very easy
product.
That's right. And after making your engine start there, basically, if you don't have an alternator that's functioning and you do need to have additional power supply mode, just continue moving the switch to the run position, basically, and you can see now we've got 26.6 volts.
And you can run that truck out of the mine with your lights, with your headlights, flashing orange light, not drawing with a dead alternator. This is quite incredible.
That's right. So we can supply 24 volts up to 40 amps of power inside this unit. It's very simple to operate. Yeah, there we go.
You know, if you're not understanding the principle of what this is, it's not a battery, it's not a trolley, it's not heavy. This is 13 kilograms, that's it.
That's right. These are about 19 kilos.
They're going to give you twice the power, twice the grunt.
If you have a 793 in your fleet, then the 4500 is the one you need, okay? And remember, and as you know, a 793 typically around that 80 litre engine size, typically a jump cart is the only way to get them up and running, and jump carts are, well, they're heavy. You need to keep an eye on the batteries, and and we can solve that problem, with a 90 kilo jump pack, basically.
Quite incredible. So when you look at it's manageable. I can see here, beautiful product. As I said, this is changing the game in the industry of starting big vehicles, mining vehicles, planes, everything, buses. Look no further than Durst if you want this quality and reliability, but also longevity, correct?
Correct. These units are designed specifically for mining operations, which means that we use extra heavy duty switches. We do have cat receptacles on board, voltmeters on board. Internally, we've got the very thickest of all the cables, so we use 70mm squared cable all the way through these things. Pure copper superflex. The best of the best basically goes into these units, and what does that create for you as the customer? It creates a super reliable jump pack that is always ready when you need it.
Tell me, in terms of fire and mines, dangerous, is this thing safe?
This is safe. So this is what we call an intrinsically safe jump starter because of the typical design of the components used inside.
Can't catch fire?
It can't catch fire. It won't blow up. There's no gassing, fire or explosion because we don't have batteries. Supercapacitors work very differently to batteries. And when you damage a supercapacitor, these ones typically emit a puff of carbon dust, and that is it, right? So you can run this over at a full charge unit and it won't even spark.
And if you're not aware of how it works, you hit it on energized to a vehicle that's got a dead battery, even 7 volts or something stupid, it will energize this in a matter of maybe 10 or so minutes, fully charge it. And we've done it on a forklift. We've restarted a dead battery on a forklift, 30 times, going on and on, just continually goes. This is quite an exciting product and an amazing concept. I can't begin to talk more highly of this product.
One other feature that we need to discuss, Andrew, is voltage here. And remember, these are 24 volt units. The hybrid version here is 24 volt only. And bear in mind that these are also available in 24 volt versions if you need it. Okay? So if you work in a 24 volt only environment, we can supply you a HYPASTART in the X2500 or the X4500 versions in 24 volt only.
Incredible. I mean, that versatility, that ability to be able to tailor this for your own needs is something now just going that direction. We've seen it in the aviation industry, the automotive industry, the mining, it goes into marine industry, it goes on and on. So don't look no further than this product. If you want a reliable starts to your heavy vehicles, in the mining industry, you're doing incredible inroads to changing the whole way people think of starting their vehicles.
The only last thing, all we want to do is talk about cables. Okay, so the cables in the HYPASTART basically are an option. And the reason is that, well, most of the mining industries out there, they actually have their own sets of cables, and you know what, if you don't need a cable and you've got your own, you're more than welcome to use it. Now, we do supply cables as well, so typically 1.5 or 3 meters is our standard length. Now, that can go from cat to cat, basically, or from cat to clan, if you prefer. Now, as you can see, our cables are pure copper superflex, absolutely super flexible, super soft, very, very easy to manipulate and work even in cold environments. And these leads are available even in custom versions up to 10 meters. So if you do need to do long range starts, we can. The HYPASTART is more than capable of starting engines at 10 meters.
So if you are interested in getting one of these smaller or larger HYPASTARTs for the mining industry, if you're in the industry where you need to have these, where would you get them from? Where would you pick them up?
Very simply, GPC, Napa or Repco. It's quite as easy. Give them a call, they'll have all the details you need, inquiring about your HYPASTART there. If you require further technical information, just give us a call here at Durst. We're more than happy to help you out in figuring out exactly what you need within your industry.
So thank you so much, Frank, for coming today.
Thank you, Andy,
for watching today's video on the HYPASTART for the mining industry. This is only the tip of the iceberg, so much more coming. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Till then, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.